Hello everyone and welcome back to the final episode of Breaking the Mould for Season 1. We will be moving into Season 2, so don't worry, it's not over completely. As I said at the start of this series, we will be running it for 5 seasons to see just how much we can win and see if we can break Bayern Munich's domination. So the inevitable happened, Bayern won the league, so after the second leg of the Champions League final, we went on to beat Borussia Dortmund 4-1, but Bayern Munich won as well, which meant the lead was still 6 points and they'd won the title. We then drew 1-1 with Augsburg. I rested a few players so that they weren't injured for the cup final, and Bayern drew against someone on the same day as well. So we finished 6 points behind them at the end, which isn't too bad. We got a massive £80 million payout for finishing second in the league, so my finances are looking tasty. I'm just hoping they'll give me a little bit more because I've spunked up that 53 million, and I've still got a few players in mind that I might want to bring in. But today we're going to play the cup final against Dortmund. Hopefully we can have a repeat of the league game and beat them 4-1. I don't think we've had a bad game against them this season. Let's just have a look over it. So first game we beat them 2-1. Yeah, and then we beat them 4-1. So we've not lost to them yet, so just written in stars really that cup final day, that's probably what's going to happen. I've got pretty much a fully fit squad, barring Haidara, who got injured in the last game against Augsburg, which is unfortunate because I was hoping to rest Pardew. But never mind. Let's get into the team selection. So Ampadu is going to have to be dropped because he is knackered, but I've rested Santiago for this purpose. Lookman's been playing in midfield where Forsberg should be, but he needs a fitness test, so I'll leave Lookman in. He scored, I think, against Dortmund in the 4-1 win. So let's hope he can do it again. Sarachi can go back in, and Kera can go back in. In fact, yeah, I'll leave Care out there. I've signed a right back, like I said I were going to do. I'm going to sign a right back. He's very, very young. He's got an immense amount of potential, but I think he's already close to being ready to play in the first team. Can't wait to show you these signings in the next episode. Honestly, I've had a fantastic transfer window. I'm over the moon. Sabitz is back. He can go back on bench. What does he want to buy? Everton. What's he worth? That's not what I wanted. 21.5 million. He's 26. If I get a good bid, I'll let him go. Right, so let's get straight into it. See if we can win this trophy. Finish his first season with a piece of silverware. Would be fantastic. I don't need to worry about latest scores and league tables. Immediately got a free kick. Campbell, it's bounced around in the box, it's dropped to Poulsen, and we're 1-0 up inside 3 minutes. That is a great start. Absolute great start. Oh, and it's an immediate kick-off highlight. Are we going to go down and score a second, or are they going to get an equaliser? No, it's easy for Galachi to pick up. I've been looking at trying to find a young keeper as well, so Galashi can stay in. I can't find a first choice that I'd like to buy and to replace him with that's a reasonable kind of value. Oh, they've equalised. That's a reasonable kind of value, so I'm looking at maybe signing a youngster that could maybe play cup games to start with, and break in maybe in a couple of seasons' time once Galashi gets a little bit past it. I mean, he's 29. He's only 3-star. So I've been looking into future replacements. Lookman did well there until it came to the finish. Then he fluffed it. This did happen in the 4-1. We were winning and then they equalised. They did miss a penalty as well. So I'm not too worried yet. Werner's through. There, it's just wide. I thought that were going to bounce in. Campbell, corner. It's short. Santiago. Campbell's got it back. Adams. Konate, Upamecano, end of highlight, just randomly. Ooh, that was well kept in by Guerrero. Royce is through. It's a good save. Upamecano needs to clear it. He must have done because highlight ended. Marco Royce with a free kick now. It's into the danger area. But Tyler Adams has booted it clear. Werner's picked it up. I didn't think we were getting that. Oh, it's Poulsen. Oh, surely. Come on. You should have buried that. Absolutely buried that. That's strange. I'm not even sure what you were doing there. Santiago. Good ball through to Werner. Can he make it 2-1? He can. We're in front in the cup final. Just about 10 minutes before half time. Timo Werner's had an incredible season. We've also broke his record for league goals. We've scored 77 league goals this season, which apparently is a record for us. So hoping to crack that on next season as well, if I can keep hold of Werner. But like I say, I've got a couple of strikers coming in as well. One who I'm expecting to be a first choice, and one who I'm expecting to be is a young kid that I'm hoping to give some games to. Is Sancho getting sent off? No, that's a shame. Oh, got into back post, but Galachi were there to match him. Half time, 2-1. Good performance. Playing well. 60% of possession. That's immense. That's what Real Madrid did to us. Srirachi's throw. That's Poulsen. That's Santiago. Tyler Adams now. Good ball over to Lookman. Who tries to put a cross in but misses everybody. And Tyler Adams can bring it forward now. Knocks it back to Kehrer, who takes on his man. Gets a cross in. Werner couldn't quite get on the end of that one. But it's coming back again. We are really putting some pressure on. But Gertz is through. Good save. Go, Srirachi, what are you doing? It's end-to-end stuff. It's entertaining. Just hit the hour mark. It's much tighter than the last time we played them. Let's think about making a substitution. Santiago's playing well. Campbell's not. I guess a bit sort of a run out. Get a winner's medal, hopefully. They've put possession back a little bit, but we're still on top. Lookman, Santiago. Good ball forward. Sabitza's on it. It's scrambled over the line. 3 slide tackles from Timo Werner, and he's finally put it in the net, and we're now 3-1 up. Hopefully now that should be game over. I apologise if I'm fidgeting a lot. I've recently had a tattoo on my back, and it's a little bit raw still. Ooh, Sabitza could have made it 4 there. That's a corner. Last 10 minutes. Let's have a look at some changes. Santiago can go off it. He's been playing well, but and then Forsberg can come on, and that's it. Last 10 minutes, just wrap it up now. Sabitza plays it back to Srirachi. We're closing in on that cup win. Come on, boys. Get in. That's it, it's over with. It's done. Blow your whistle, ref. We're into 6.5 minutes of 4 added on. Is your watch stopped? Is Alex Ferguson in charge? Go on, Poulsen. Alright, let's make it 4-1 and just rub it in. Unlucky. Now blow your whistle. We don't need to take this corner, it's alright. Forsberg to whip it in. Ooh, it's at the bar. Sabitzer. It's wide. Finish. Get in. Woohoo, we've won a trophy in this first season, get in. Oh, you love to see it. That's what we want. I like how this perfectly drops like in a line of confetti. That's just directly. No more confetti past that point. trophy. I think that's been a good end to the season. Although we got knocked out Champions League, we did well to get to the semis. We've qualified for the Champions League in second. 6 points behind Bayern Munich. The board are very happy with that. They're happy with that. Kind of happy with that. I mean, that's where they finished last season, but all in all, I think, if we look at it, it's been a good season. They're disappointed that I'm not signed players under the age of 21 for the first team, but that's because they don't have a great deal of money. That is about to change. I'm on the ball with this one. So, very pleased with attacking football, very pleased with high tempo pressing, on course to work within the wage budget. We have passed the competitive of Champions League, we have passed qualify for the Champions League, we have passed reach the quarter final. They're delighted that we've won it. We've passed win the silverware, and that's in 2 seasons. So, all in all, I think we're in a good position. They're very pleased with our overall leadership. Do we get 3.8 million for this as well? The money's rolling in now. Bonuses. Yeah. 3.87 million for winning. We are now over the 100 million mark. Medals. A total of 24 medals have been awarded. I like this. That's a nice touch. To qualify for a medal, a player must play in at least 1 match. That's most of my squad then, really. That's quite cool. Board are delighted that you have achieved one of the objectives laid out in the club's vision, 2 years ahead of schedule. We're there. We are leading the club to glory. I wonder if my reputation's gone up. Yep, it's gone up a smidge. I was 2-star. RB Leipzig manager pleases board in the cup win. Santiago on form. We've paid out 650k and bonuses. I want to see the end of season awards now. Marcelino seems to have very little interest in any recent spat. I've got no problem with him. We beat him. Where's these awards? I want to see who got player of the season and everything. Here we go. Right. End of season awards. Timo Werner, player of the season with 75% of the votes. Yeah, that's pretty landslidey. Goal of the season, Emil Forsberg. Let's have a look at this one. Got an achievement. Must be for watching a replay. Alright, for a free kick. I'm sure we've scored much better goals than that from open play. That's a shame. Tilo Kehrer was signing of the season from PSG, even though, you know. Oh wait, I did sign him, didn't I? Oh dear, that's the guy I put on a massive amount of wages, but because it were only 5 million I couldn't resist. And now I'm looking at replacing him. Oh dear, I completely forgot he were one of mine. Derp. That's a proper dirt moment for me. Timo Werner, young player of the season. Now, I'm not fully on board that a 24-year-old should be winning young player of the season. For me, I think young players should be anybody under the age of like 21 and under. But and he is young, but he shouldn't be winning young player of the season. He can't play for the youth team, so I don't know. Let me know what you think. So the season review, Leipzig were expected to be amongst the leading contenders for a continental football qualification spot, and they lived up to that billing by securing a place for themselves. RB Leipzig struggled to find their best form at times, but were otherwise able to enjoy a campaign which saw them produce a highly respectable position. Lost in the semi-final versus Real Madrid in the Champions League, runners-up in the Bundesliga, and winner of the Pokal Cup. Match of the season was a 5-0 win over Schalke, and moment to forget was a 4-0 loss to Bayern Munich. Average attendance of 40,911, which is 96% full. That's pretty impressive attendances. They're loyal fans. Good on you. Total players used 26, joint second highest in the Bundesliga. Bit of good squad rotation there. So the board would like to discuss the club's long-term vision and outline our initial expectations for the remainder of the season and years ahead. So nothing's changing, has it? Develop the best youth system in the world. Grow the club's reputation. They've added a couple in there, haven't they? Yeah, they've been slotting a few of these in nice and under the radar here. Develop the best youth system in the world. Well, we'll go with it. See what they do. Squad dynamics, excellent dressing room atmosphere, and an average managerial support. Come on, I've just won a cup. End of season team meeting. The season it's over. Time to go. Well deserved break. On this, fully rested. I'm going to challenge for the title. Good. Happy with that. They all seem on board. Squad end of season break. Training camp. Where do we want to go? It looks like there's a few destinations in Austria, Italy, Switzerland, or the USA. Where should we go? Let's go to America. See if there's anything else that's worth noting before we finish off, because it's going to be quite a short video. I'm quite pleased with that first season, to be fair. I've enjoyed this this save, and I'm glad we're carrying it on. I'm glad it's taken over from the Bolton save, because I really weren't enjoying that. It was becoming a bit of a slog having to play that. But yeah, I've enjoyed this. There's been some ups and downs, but now we're getting into the good part where you finish your first season and you can now start signing some big players. Yeah, we know, you told me that. Facilities have been downgraded. Fix them. Cool, good men. Seems like board on side as well, which is fantastic. Ilsanker's frustrated as doubts over Austria future increase. He's going. He's leaving. Werner's broken the goal scoring record. 48 goals for Leipzig. Is that all together? Yeah, 48 in 48. 2 sub appearances, discounting them. So he's got 29 in 32 in the league. That's quality. 11.5 million he cost them. Found themselves a gem there. 20 assists by Campbell is a new record as well. Werner sets a record for the most players of the match awards. The final 23-man squads for Euros have been named. England has the highest number of players in the domestic league, with only one squad member playing club football outside England. I'd imagine that's Jadon Sancho. Is he not in? Who is it then? Nope. How do we find out what club they're at? Here we go. Roma. Chris Smalling. Wow. I would have figured Sancho would have been in there. The only former Leipzig player is Joshua Kimmich. Have none of my players been called up for anything? Wow, he's worth 60 million. How much did we sell him for? 1.1. Wow, we dropped a bollock there. Ah, here we go. 8 players have been called up. So Sabitzer, Wolf, and Lehmer of Austria. Poulsen's gone to Denmark. Werner and Halstenberg have been called up for Germany. Forsberg's into Sweden squad, and Ampadu's gone into the Wales team. I'll get some updates on them, see how they get on. And Sirachi's been called up for the Copa America. We are going to upgrade the club's training facilities. It's set to be finished by November. Don't think there's going to be much else interesting to tell you. That could be it, I think. That's just the playoffs for the Bundesliga. I think that's a relegation playoff. We've paid 3.5 million in bonuses for the Bundesliga. So we're sat at 93 million. Yeah, Köln and Berlin have gone down. So what was that last fixture? Hanover and Dusseldorf. Ah, right, okay, so 16th place could have potentially gone down, yeah? That's how I'm reading that. Relegation. Yeah, playoff. There we go. Yeah, so there's a Bundesliga and playoff there, so Dusseldorf have won on away goals and kept themselves in the league. Fair enough. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap that up there. Shorter than normal, although I have sort of mumbled on for a while. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you're looking forward to the second season. I'm really looking forward to showing you my transfer dealings, and I'd love to see in the comments at the end of that episode what you think of the set of players I've signed. Drop a couple of comments actually who you think I might have gone for. So bear in mind I've signed a couple of strikers. One of them is quite well known. So just drop me a message who you think I might have possibly brought in, and then in the next episode I'll see if anybody managed to guess it. So again, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, please do leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for some more FM20 content.